But first, Evan, who's going to say something mildly controversial.
Okay, cool. So there are many great talks about why 2FA is great, but no. So 2FA, if you don't already know, is this concept where you need 2 factors of authentication to verify your identity. It's kind of like when you need to apply for a passport and they need your citizenship and your birth certificate and your photo and also a driver's license, which needs a photo, also a credit card and a Medicare card, and they actually all need a photo, so like what? All in an attempt to verify who you really are so you're not doing identity fraud, which totally doesn't happen. But jokes aside, that's kind of what 2FA is, because you either got to prove that you have something that you know, like a password, something that you have, like a phone, or something that you are, like a fingerprint. And 2FA encompasses the first two by using a secret password and a one-time password from your phone to log in. So for example, if your password gets leaked, only a hacker with access to your phone can log in. And don't get me wrong, I think 2FA is great, and everyone should have it, and I even have a YubiKey, they're great, and I have them set up on my LastPass and everything, so I'm definitely like in the cool kids club. But now that I'm in, I've realized that there aren't a lot of us. And I mean, you're all cool, I promise, but it's like everywhere I go and I try to set up 2FA, there's this problem, right? Because either I can't use my YubiKey, so instead I have to use Google Authenticator, which means if something happens to my phone, I lose access to my account. And I don't even have it back up because I can't set anything else up. Or I have to use a stupid proprietary app, which I don't even have space to download, because like, why is every app 100 megabytes nowadays? And again, if something happens to my phone, and also I can't like really trust that they're not rolling their own crypto. They're like, don't roll your own crypto. Or I have to use SMS, which again is flawed because it's so vulnerable. Because like someone could just take out the SIM card from your phone, put it in their own phone, unless you have a SIM pin. You should all have a SIM pin. Or you could be me, and Centrelink emails you and is like, yo, please log in. There's a very important message waiting for you, but we won't tell you what it is until you log in, which is great and all, but if you don't know, Centrelink is that service that every aspiring developer needs, but also the app that every developer has nightmares about and aspires to never be. So you're like, yeah, it's not fun. And so you go online and you type in your credentials, and then it says, oh, actually we send a code to your mobile. And you look at your phone and there's no code, right? And then you realize it's because you're on a holiday on the other side of the freaking planet, and you're on a different SIM. But you persist, and you don't give up, and you try and change the number, but they only allow Australian numbers, so you take out your Australian PIN, and you get out the little thing, and you put it in, and after 5 minutes, you finally get 2 texts. One from Centrelink with a code, yay, and another one from Optus that says, every SMS you send or receive will cost you 50 cents. And so you put it in, but now the code's expired, and you attempt to log in again, and now you've gotten 2 more texts, and at last you get to log in, but when you press next, it logs you out because Centrelink, and now you've finally logged in, and you've spent $2 trying to log into Centrelink, all for something that could have easily been evaded. But in reality, it's my fault. I can't blame them for this because their official advice is turn off 2FA when you're traveling. So developers, please enable 2FA, and when you do it, give us a choice. Don't roll it yourself. And I really hate to say this, but Centrelink, I really wish you just asked me for my mother's maiden name.
Thanks, Evan.